Good afternoon, everyone. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Real quick, we're going to talk about the absolute value function. Try and get this done as quickly as possible. The absolute value of x, very simple here. If you start off with your standard everyday x values from -3 to 3, plug in a -3 into the absolute value of x, it's 3. Big surprise there. Plug in a -2, it's 2. Plug in a -1, it's 1. Plug in a 0, it's 0. Plug in a 1, it's 1. Plug in a 2, it's 2. Plug in a 3, it's 3. Okay, if you have never seen the absolute value before, it's because you are new to this country and have never experienced our education system before. That's fine. Sure, why not? The absolute value just means that whatever it goes in there comes out positive. Technically, it's the distance from this x value to 0. So the distance from -3, for example, to 0 is 3 units. Now if we wanted to graph that, -3, 3, -2, 2, -1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, and it would continue going like that forever and forever. This is also commonly referred to as, hey, that V thing we did that one time. This is that V thing. Looks like a V, right? Shape-wise, it's going to act similarly to a quadratic. So domain is all real numbers. Range is 0 to infinity. Touching 0, not touching infinity. It's even. It's got a y-axis of symmetry, decreasing over here, increasing over here. Enough of that. Let's get into it. Treat the absolute value the same way. Oop, announcements.
Derek Mayberry.
Woo, Derek Mayberry.
Report to the front office.
Derek Mayberry.
Please come to the front office.
The absolute value of x plus 3 plus 2. So I treat the absolute value just like I treat parentheses. This is kind of a running gig now. So this is going left 3 and up 2. All right, now a couple of things here really quick, and we'll kind of get into this a little bit more. If you notice, the absolute value of x is kind of like graphing y equals x, slope of 1 over 1, right? This one right here, y equals x. And then on the left, y equals -x. So we've got a positive slope over here of 1 over 1 going through 0. Slope over here of -1 over 1 going through 0. All right. So we have a slope here of 1, so I'm not changing anything, so I'm just going to leave it as is. So let's see, what do we do? Left 3 up 2, left 1, 2, 3, up 2. Here's my new vertex. Up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, and then up 1, left 1, up 1, left 1, on and on and on. Right? So your domain here is going to be, again, all real numbers. Range looks like it goes from 2 to infinita. Moving straight on here, number 2. I've got the absolute value of x, so I'm not moving it left or right anywhere. And then -3 is going to bring me down 3. And then a -2. This guy right here, I'm going to treat it like the slope of the right side. Slope of the right. What I mean by that, the slope of this right-hand side is going to be the value that I have in front of x, this side right here. All right, so I'm going to treat this guy the same way. -2 is going to be my slope, so I'm going to go down 3. And this portion right here tells me what the right-hand side of my graph will do. Down 2 over 1, down 2 over 1, a slope of -2, down 2 over 1. And then I can just flip it onto the other side and make my V shape. Down 2 over 1, down 2 over 1, on and on and on. A lot like a quadratic. So I do the right hand side, and the left hand side kind of fills itself in for me. Domain is all real numbers. Range is negative infinity, the lowest value that I go, to -3. So again, kind of trying to do this a little bit quicker, but this will work either way. Make it a little bit more complicated. 2x minus 6 inside of the absolute value. Now, I know I need x by itself. We learned that in class today. I need x by itself. So I'm going to factor a 2 out from there, x minus 3. And once it's outside of that, I can take this 2, take the absolute value of it, and move it outside. So what's the absolute value of 2? It's 2. 2 absolute value of x minus 3. And now I know that this one goes right 3 and has a right-hand slope of 2. So it's going to go right 3, 1, 2, 3, bam. And a slope of 2, positive 2, so up 2 over 1 gives me the right-hand side. And then up 2 left 1 gives me the left-hand side. On and on and on. Alright. Domain, again, is all real numbers. Hope you're noticing a pattern there. Range is 0 to infinita. Infinita. Number 4. Alright, so this one, we looked at this earlier in class with square roots. The order is bugging me here. So I want to change this order. I'm going to change it to the absolute value of -1/2 x plus 2 first, and then take out the -1/2 absolute value, -1/2, and then x, and if you take out a -1/2, that's like 2 divided by -1/2, it's -4. 2 divided by -1/2. And then what's the absolute value of -1/2? 1/2. Yay! X minus 4. So this tells me I go right 4, and I have a right-hand slope of 1/2. Right 4, bam. Right-hand slope of positive 1/2. Up 1 over 2, up 1 over 2, up 1 over 2, and you can keep going until you are completely off the grid. Alright? And this way. So again, I get x by itself and then take the absolute value of that number out. And that makes my life easy. So when you're writing functions, first find your vertex. So I know I went left 5. And then my right-hand slope looks like down 2 over 1. So my right-hand slope is -2. Down 2 over 1, down 2 over 1. So that's going to put me at y equals, or f of x equals, it doesn't matter. My x plus 5, which takes me to the left, and my slope of -2 goes in front. So as long as you can write the equation for the right-hand side of it, it's pretty easy. Number 6, right here, I'm right 4 and down 3, and my right-hand slope, let's see, from here to here, find a good point, looks like up 2 over 3. So a right-hand slope of 2 over 3. Y equals 2/3 x minus 4 minus 3. Right 4, down 3, slope of 2/3 on the right. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Now these guys, on the other hand, these guys are a little bit more interesting. So we're graphing two equations here, x squared minus 4, which is a regular parabola moved down 4. So it'll be here, up 1 over 1, up 3 over 1, up 5 over 1. Right, we should all be able to get that one pretty easy. Up, 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 up. And negative 2x plus 4. So I'm going up 4, and my right hand slope is negative 2. Up 4, down 2 over 2, down 2 over 2, or excuse me, down 2 over 1 rather. Like this. Yep, 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 and yep. Okay. Now let's answer some questions. F of g of 1. So this goes back to the first unit that we did. Remember, f of g of 1. First thing I'm going to do is rewrite it. F of g of 1. Find g of 1. So f of x is this guy. G of x is this guy. So find g of 1. Go to 1. Find g. That's going to be 2. Find f of 2, go to 2, find f of 0. That makes it easy. F minus g of 3, of negative 3. It's f of negative 3 minus g of negative 3. So go to negative 3, find f. It's going to be 5. Go to negative 3, find g, negative 2, which is 7. G of f of 0. So cover up that g, go to 0, find f, negative 4. So this is negative 4. Now go to negative 4, find g, negative 4. All right. A little fast and furious. Answer the following questions algebraically for the given functions. So now we're doing this algebraically. Same equations from up top, now just algebraically. So this is, oh my, f of g of 1. Same questions from the top. So this is going to be, let's see, f goes inside of g. So I'm going to plug all of this in here. This is going to look like this. Or excuse me, g goes in here. Other way around. What am I talking about? All of this goes in here. That's f of g. G goes inside of f. G is inside of f. So this is going to be parentheses, negative 2, absolute value of x, plus 4, squared, minus 4. See how this is my x squared? X is all of this. Plug in a 1. Negative 2 times 1, absolute value of 1 plus 4 squared minus 4, which is negative 2 times 1 plus 4, so 2 squared, 4 minus 4, which is 0. F minus g, so f minus g is, let me just do it this way, equals f minus g plus 4. Plug in negative 3 here, so negative 3 squared, negative 2, negative 3, plus 4, which is 9 minus 4, which is 5 minus, okay, so this is a little bit different. We have the absolute value of negative 3, which is 3, times negative 2. That's negative 6 plus 4. Negative 6 plus 4 is negative 2, which is 7. Yay! Last one. See if I can get these in. There we go. G of f. G of f of 0. So now all of this goes into here. 2 absolute value x squared minus 4 and plus 4. Plug in a 0. Zero squared is 0, minus 4 is negative 4. Absolute value of negative 4 is 4, times 2 is 8. Plus 4, oops, wait, did I miss something? Negative 4. I missed my negative. That's what I missed. Okay, much better. Negative 4. Knew it should have worked out. Same question from above. So a little bit of review of algebraic expressions to f of g, g of f, all that jazz. Yeehaw.